Welcome to Coders Digest, and in today's video we will see what are indexes in Pandas. So in order to do so, I have imported Pandas as PD and I have created a custom data frame. So you can see that I have created an employee data frame which has attributes of employee ID, employee name, designation, pay in US dollars, and then country of origin. Okay, so let me run this cell and we see that our data frame has been created. So now if I see here, I have all the columns which I defined earlier. I have employee ID, I have employee name, designation, pay, and also origin. Now you might have noticed that we have an additional column here which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I did not provide this column. Then how is this generated? So this is what happens, that by default pandas assign an index to every data record. Okay, so since we did not provide an index, what pandas did, that it assumed that we have not provided an index and it assigned one. So by default it assigns an index in the alphanumeric order. So you can see that we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 5 for each record. Now if you have come from the background where you have worked on databases, then you might have noticed that indexes helps a lot in improving the performance of your query result. Okay, so similarly, let us see, just for an example, let's say that we want to find out this employee who has an employee ID of S3565. So when you have a in this data set, it is a dummy data set. I have only 6 records, 0 to 5. So let me see how can we do that. So if I type employee and then I pass my employee ID. So let me say I want to find out, provide me an employee whose employee ID is, let me say I want to find this record. Okay. So what I will do, I have written this filter and I will simply say that let me assign it to a variable and I'll say employee where. You can consider this bracket as where. So what I'm saying, find me from employee where, as I said, you can consider this bracket as where employee EID equals to S3565. So let me run this now. Did I do? Okay. So let me run it now. And now if I see what is in my result, now I have this record. Okay. So what happened here? We have written a where, just you can say that we have written a where clause, right? We have said that find me from the whole employee data set, find me an employee whose employee ID is this. Okay, so now let us say we have millions of records in our data set. So do you think it is an optimal way to do that? Well, we have another option. So how can we do that? For that, we can say that we have a unique column or a unique identifier here. So what if I set this employee ID as an index? So how can we do that? And then we will see what we can do. So let me see. I want to say employee dot set underscore index. So seems like I accidentally closed my Jupyter. So now let us say that we set employee ID as the index. So now if I run this, you can see that I have set my employee ID as an index. So now, as I told you, that it helps us greatly in filtering the record and improves the performance of our query. So let me try and find out that record again. So for that, I will write employee.log. So remember this function log is for extracting a record from a particular location. So let me run it now and will I get an error? Yes, I did. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me say employee equals to employee dot set underscore index. And now let me clear this output. And now if I say employee dot look, and then I'll pass this employee number. And if I run this, then you see that we have extracted this record. Okay, so in this way, how it has helped us that if we run a general, like if we use a filter, then it will go through our whole data frame and filter out the result on the basis of our clause, okay, or the condition. Now when we have set an unique index, what it has done, it has went to that location, it remembers that location, and whenever you pass that location, it just go to that particular location and fetch that record. So it is way faster, and it is way more optimized. So guys, this is what indexes are. Okay, and another thing, like if you want to go, then you can go to pandas, and you can go to the documentation, and you can now go and see a lot of functions, like what all can be the indexes and how to change their types, and different things like range of index, categorical index. So you can go here and see what are different types of indexes. So this is all about today's video. Please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.